risking like 24 points here.
Out of
Good.
practice.
What's going on? Now I'm confused.
All right. So initial balance low in the NASDAQ, 23,292 in the orders.
Okay.
Initial balance high, 23,538 and a quarter.
538.
Initial balance low in the S&Ps, 64,1375. Initial balance high, 64.71 and a quarter. So what I got excited about, Andre, was we looked below the initial balance low and rejected right away.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's preemptive, but if that remains the low, the target would actually be the upper extreme of the initial balance, which would
Oh
take us all
yeah.
the way up to 23,538 and a quarter. That would be
538.
like the ultimate target for this long. But
That's wild.
538.
That's not
you know
my
what I'm
target.
saying?
That'd be cool. That'd be a
That's not,
one heck of a
that would
rally.
have you would have to be very quiet on that list. Okay. Well, we're basing. I mean,
Yeah, we're holding. We're holding
we are
this.
we're holding.
I got a
we're
nice
holding.
little level to
There we
move my
go.
stop. If we,
For
yeah,
now,
I'm moving my risk right up there, right up against these 290s.
there you go.
So basically risking $10 on this trade.
Never thought I'd say it,
Uh-oh.
but right now in the short term, I may be thinking about switching to. I have a longer rant about this for another time, but I have to think it through more. But I might switch to MNQ until this stuff settles out because what I've been noticing is a lot of perfect examples, like right there, that the NQ's just been making the bigger, it has been making the bigger moves to levels and then doing it and leaving the ES behind.
It's true.
Like the ES was nowhere near its IB low when the
Mm-mm.
NQ went through it there. So we might have to be on the bleeding edge, as they say.
All right, we're getting some Powell
I gotta
here.
be selling.
Powell.
What's Powell
Got some
doing?
Powell here.
We did not hold.
There is tension between the Fed's two objectives. First headline hitting here. We're seeing crude grinding higher. Ryan's message
Yep.
yesterday. Powell, makes sense in this
We-
time that there is no unanimity.
So very little risk on that, Dakota.
Yeah, that
Now
was.
let's see if we can. Let's see if we can confirm
lows.
some sort of they failed downside auction. Like to see it confirm in both, and then we may have our base.
We might come down to these
Still-
250s.
Still
is that
think
like
you're right to look
unanimous?
for longs at some point today.
Yeah, I still don't mind it. I still like it. But maybe we come down to these 250s, which is kind of that's
Oh.
basically where the gap started, and we had a lot
Yeah.
of resistance, support and resistance overnight, around these 250s. But this is a good zone. This is a nice zone here. I'm still liking it, but the market has to like it as well. Just because I like it doesn't mean the market's gonna respect it. We did there for a minute.
Market's the only thing that matters.
I know, Hogan. I'm gonna get back into this.
Okay.
I'll do my other speech sometime this week, Andre, but it's going to be, I got to make sure I have all my thoughts in order because it's probably going to be some hot takes.
What, ES doesn't move when you watch all the other markets move? I know what you're saying.
No, it's a deeper thought about that with the ES, but I want to make sure I state this clearly. So I'm going to put some pen to
Look at that.
paper.
Thoughtful. Man, oh man.
I'm in another small size long right here, 95.
Longs 295, 295.
Yeah, small size white stop.
Okay.
If we get some structure, I want to try and build a position
Well, research has to find that buying long-term assets lowers rates and supports the economy. Okay. Oh, I'd be in the camp that there is something to overall research tends to find that buying long-term assets lowers rates and supports the economy. And Chairman Powell speaking to Harvard right now. Look out below NQ. NQ selling off here. New lows, 23,265. New lows.
We're approaching this next level I was watching.
All right, here comes the low in the S&Ps.
Within
wait,
3
what?
points at the moment.
What did he just say? More from Powell. We haven't really seen the downside risk to a large balance sheet that many had predicted. Cody, still long?
Yeah, I'm gonna be long until if it stops me out at like 243. 243 is my stop loss. But I am looking to build a position here. If we hold and find market structure,
Yeah, we just seen
that
some
could have
buying
been
here.
it. Let's see here. Microsoft up 2, Amazon up 2, or up 1.
Oh.
And nothing's too
All right.
crazy to the downside. Broadcom actually 2.6.
Now this is how they sell it. No, all right, I'm getting short again. All right, well, hey, it's Monday. You know what that means? New tip of the week. We bring a new one here on Top Step TV every week. It's today's. What's this week's tip of the week? Reassess your strategy regularly. That was check results against expectations often. Modify for changing market conditions. Isn't that important? I wish I did that. Remove strategies that underperform. Yeah, take that and keep improving your edge through analysis. Reassess your strategy regularly. Hogue, how often is regularly? Would you say?
Every day.
Reset. Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Reset
Because markets are changing constantly. One of the first things you want to reassess with your strategy is what is the current market state?
What is
Is it range bound? Is it trending? What time frames? Because every one of those hypotheses, every time the market changes, it changes your strategy. I mean, you're not going to be fading highs in a market that's trending higher. We call that trying to pick a top.
Well, there you go.
This
Dakota,
thing's
right there.
going. Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah,
Wow.
Dakota, tariff inflation is one time. Dakota, how many are you long now?
2 from 291.
291.
Yeah. Yep.
291. Okay. We got more from Powell. The tariff inflation is likely a one-time price increase, adding 0.5 to 0.1% to inflation. That's for coming from Powell, currently speaking. Harvard. Policy is a good place to wait and see how the current situation plays out. Sorry, Jack. Wait and
What
see.
they mean by the one-time thing for inflation, even though you may be thinking, well, we're if we're still paying them or something, is that what you really want to avoid is what Myron referred to earlier about the price wage spiral, where basically, your expectations keep on getting higher in each round of negotiating wages, etc., which leads to increasing inflation over time. With the tariffs, that would only happen if we expected them to keep raising tariffs. Otherwise, it's just a one-time thing.
It looks like we're cooking there to the upside. The equities
we're
seeing
right back to settlement.
Crude selling off $101.35 last trade. We are watching equities in rally mode right now.
Oh, I'm going to take one profit off up here. 50s.
Dakota.
Laying up this risk. I'm 60 points on
profit.
it.
Yep.
BTA, yeah. BTA. Hopefully, I don't know if you're still in here, chat, but RDM41. Hopefully, you're managing the risk on that.
Oh,
Risk management
let's see.
always
Yeah.
key, regardless of direction.
God damn it.
Is this just a tweet? I'm not seeing. Or there's going to be more room to the upside. Fed tools have no meaningful effect on supply shocks. This is coming from Powell.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the long?
It was a nice out on that one.
Yeah, I mean, almost top ticked it there, Hogue, so far. Got a runner, risk free.
Do you?
Yeah, from 287.
Wouldn't mind a little
Already
pop
took
here
profit
myself.
on the one.
Wouldn't
Nice
mind a
trade.
little pop here. Pop this thing. Inflation expectations appear to be well anchored. This is coming from Powell right here, right now. Speaking on rising energy prices. Little pop. Yeah, we saw gold pop. Not facing yet the question of what to do. This is coming from Powell. These are headlines coming right here, right now.
I could just keep
Just
being
like
the Powell interpreter. So the Fed's
Yeah, I appreciate
tools
that.
operate on demand, aggregate demand. They can make basically they can stimulate the economy or they can take the foot off the gas to control it, but they can't do anything about a supply shock like oil
Thank you, Joe.
because people need oil. It's an inelastic good.
Yes, it is. Well, inelastic
I'll preach.
was in
I'll preach
inelastic
from the
good.
mountain again. I think that some people think, oh, well, 15% reduction in oil supplies. What could it go up? 15%? No,
More.
it's like 8 to 10 to 1 or 8 to 1 or 10 to 1, I think, elasticity on oil, which means that, 15% reduction in supply doesn't do much to the demand. So the prices can go way higher if
No kidding.
that's offline for a significant amount of time.
Yeah, I'm flat, by the way. I just took profit, so
Cool.
all that one good.
Nice job, Dakota. Gold up about $40. $40
trade.
off the lows. All right, so we took a peek beneath initial bounce low in not NQ. Took a peek. Buyers did step back in. We don't know what economic defense the current situation will have. This is coming from Powell right now. Inflation. Yep.
I still like longs here.
I got
9
long with you,
minutes.
Dakota. I'm long, Dakota. I need to go higher. Crude
Let's get it up
grinding
there.
lower.
I agree, but I got biffed with that on Friday, so I'm being a little bit more patient
Maybe.
on Z longs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm flat now, but I am looking for longs.
Right overnight, pretty much trading right around overnight view up in the ES 64.23 last trade NQ. We're right around 23,300.
Wait, that's about what I want to see right here. I'm long 301.
Yeah, I'm long some more with you, Dakota. 301s, long from 301, 23,301.
Yep. Risk is managed. Risking low is session low.
Mhm.
256. See if we're holding this.
We're long
This
here,
is
too.
the level that we were holding
Oh,
before.
you're long?
You got
What'd
long?
you get?
Oh,
What price, Hogue?
Yeah. 164, 24, 75.
24 in the orders.
We may add to this.
We're all long. Let's go.
Yeah, and why won't
I know.
I don't know
why
if
won't
that
you
makes
go?
me nervous
Do
now.
the right thing. Do the right thing. Watching gold grinding a little higher here. That was some selling. Keep slamming the gold.
Let's go.
around.
Let's get it.
I mean, it's little buying here in the Dow, a little uptick in the NQ. 3,310 last trade. 320s now in the NQ. It's
Line
negative
trades.
delta. The
Good luck,
haters,
brother.
man. There's
Yeah,
haters
good
in
luck.
here. There's some haters.
Hey,
There's no
there's
haters.
got to be
There's
something to
haters,
feed us
Hogue.
to go higher.
Oh, there's a
Ones that aren't.
few.
There's haters. No, I'm saying there's haters in this market that won't let it go higher right now.
Yeah.
Those are the haters I'm talking about. We're watching gold sell.
Ah.
Sorry,
Nothing
watching
but
crude
jet.
sell off. 101.60. These haters, man. Why they see?
They just want to keep you poor.
I mean, they don't want this thing to go higher.
You're living off that hater.
I was catching a bid, watching gold
Let's
catch a
go.
bid, watching the crude sell off. I mean, there's haters there. They don't want this thing to go higher.
I'm managing
And
risk.
keep going
I'm
higher.
stop loss up to 85.
Good job.
Mashed potato.
430 last trade.
All right, buyers.
I still
Trying.
can't get over the VIX just trending like this for weeks. It's such an unusual
It's
thing.
at 30. It's staying at 32.
Like, how often do you see the VIX like grind up and to the right from 20 to 30?
It's weird, man.
I know.
I got short. I don't like this. I got short. There's no one. Too many haters in here.
What is this, reversal challenge?
This is the markets now, Hogue. It's wild. These are the markets now. It's terrifying to be long. Being long is terrifying. Last trade in crude. Crude, $101.85. Yeesh.
Again, bonds doing all right.
What are bond? You see that.
Gonna get some information here in the next 5 minutes.
What are you looking for in the next 5 minutes? Top of the hour in 5 minutes. What kind of information are you looking for? You got Dow.
I want to see that buying tail at the bottom of the NASDAQ stay there.
Me too,
Okay.
Hogue.
Dow's liking it. Dow's catching a bid.
This is settlement.
45,703, 700 trade. 705s, now 707s. Dow.
Settlement is point of chill right now.
No, crude catches a bid. Dow pushing here. Here goes the Dow. Here goes the Dow.
Let's go.
45,720 last trade. Dow 722s. Hogue long from 425. I like it, Hogue.
Fire
More
stepping
from
in.
What are you long?
301. I'm gonna take profit right
Nice.
here. Bam. I'm
Well
out.
done.
I'm out.
Good
Nice.
job.
See my money. Take that.
Absolutely. Nice job, Dakota. Longs. Hey.
Yeah, Powell's talking his book a little bit.
Yeah.
We've significantly hardened the system against the kind of losses seen in the financial crisis. We shouldn't be trying to regulate risk out of existence. We have a resilient financial system now.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's get it. I like the
Let's
words
get
of that.
it. Indeed. Indeed. Hogue. Long cut.
Long and strong.
It's a relatively small part of large. Oh, Powell speaking bullish to the youth. I got long. I had to go.
Yeah.
Long.
Love to see it.
That's
right,
man. Oh man.
oh.
We're going higher
This is
here.
looking
Here we go.
good for the longs now.
We're flat.
Yeah. Yeah. Good cover, Hogue. I was just going to say, we're
Nice
coming back
cover.
up to that 6,400 SPX.
Oh
Let's
no.
see
Value
resistance
high.
there. Nice trade.
Yes, Hogue.
Mr. Hoagland.
Back.
Back from Panama City Beach.
I think we still have a chance to just break higher here.
More room?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
there's definitely
see
more
it
room
too.
for the upside. Oh yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, the Bulls, baby. Listen to these Bulls.
Let's go.
All right.
Be
I'm down with
green
that.
when others are fearful.
Hey.
We just got out on a
Here.
value high. So What's next?
Oh, great question. What is
I
next?
think Nasdaq could push 400 here. Walmart's green.
More buying here. Look at this thing go. More buying in the NQ, more buying
Let's go.
the ES and the Dow.
And here is 6,400 in the spot.
Someone's saying, is this a W on the 5-minute? Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Like, this is a good setup here on the 5-minute chart where we just barely ran the lows. And if we could break through this nice level of 370s right here, nice little pivot, we could see a double bottom, maybe a run back up to next level. I'd be looking at 440s to be the next level. Yeah, 440s looks like a good target for me.
Right.
Yeah.
We got a little more buying here in the NQ and the ES. More buying Dow, more buying NQ. Here we go. Paul, anything we were watching primary? Hey, love to see it. More buying. Look at this. Going down.
EKS, yes. Yes. I'm always. Look at this. There it goes.
There we go. Let this thing go. I needed that.
400s.
Okay, it broke out above it.
Delta's negative 400 now in the S&Ps. We gave all those shorts a squeeze.
Are the lows in? Did we buy the lows? I think so. I think we bought the lows for the next hour.
Best trade location comes later in the day when we open inside value. We just found it.
Wise words. Oh, Hogue. I like it, Hogue. Good to have you back, man. All right, so we got Dow cooking higher here. We got gold selling. I'm sorry, gold catching a bid. Crude selling off just a bit. $101.89. Powell speaking.
Powell's is cooking right now.
Yeah.
Private credit is a relative. These are nice things. Private credit is a relatively small part of the large asset pool. We're watching private credit closely.
Okay, well, see where this market wants to go. Let's get James. James, come on in here. James, come on in here. Let's get some analysis. We got a lot more coming here at Top Step TV. Catch us some longs here. What's up, James? Happy Monday, man.
Yes, everybody, hello. Happy Monday. It's me. I'm back from C2E2. I saw a man in a giant Pikachu inflatable who I can only imagine was Richard Harris. So, Richard Harris, it was lovely to finally meet you in person. But you guys don't care about that. What you care about is following all things Top Step TV related wherever you can find them. And that includes on the X or Twitter or Twix, as our good friend Eddie Horn calls it. You can find us there. And how can you find us there? Well, we're going to drop a link in the chat and you can click on it. Go to the website and click follow if you're not already following Top Step TV on the X. And when you do follow Top Step TV on the X, you are following the crew that's got your back. All right, live moments, hot takes, and Top Step TV highlights that help you stay in control no matter what the markets throw your way. If you miss even a second of the show, you can bet that all the best moments are going to be posted. Sweepstakes information can be found there and so much more. And you'd get all of it for free just by following us on the X. And then while you're there, go ahead and follow all things Top Step related. You got the core Top Step account at Top Step. You have the help account at Top Step Support. At Ask Top Step, the new support channel. And of course, at Top Step News for all news related to Top Step going ons. Then once you're done doing that, be sure to stay tuned because if you haven't quite heard yet, 2026 Olympic gold medalist and Top Step funded trader Alex Ferreira just got a ski run named after him in Aspen. And to celebrate, we're dropping $26 off. So use code AlexGold on up to 5 no activation fee trading combines and ride the momentum. We're going to drop a link in the chat where you can go to the website to learn more about it. And just a heads up, this code does expire tomorrow, April 1st, 2026. No foolin'. You only have about another day left to use this code if you haven't already. Once again, that is Alex Gold. Take up to take up to $26 off up to 5 trading combines exclusively for the no activation fee path. And again, that expires tomorrow, April 1st, 2026. Now, you used the code AlexGold, you got a couple new trading combines, and now you have questions. Well, you can get those questions answered by tuning into Top Step TV's segment Group Coaching. Group Coaching. We do it every day around the 12 o'clock time. That's 12 p.m. Central Time. And group coaching is the point where Top Step TV personalities sit down and take time out of their day to answer your questions. And today we are joined by Gabe, Deanna, and Anne Marie. So if you have a question for Gabe, you have a question for Anne Marie, or you have a question for Deanna, there is no better place to go than right here on Tops of TV to get those questions answered. And how to get your questions submitted? Well, we just dropped the link in the chat. It's soon to be pinned at the top. It says submit your questions for group coaching. Go ahead and click on the link, submit your question, then be back in your seat by 12 p.m. Central Time to catch group coaching. You never know what you might learn. Now, before we go back to the guys in the charts, gas prices across the United States remain below $4 a gallon, but barely. According to AAA, the average U.S. gas price edged up by 1 cent on Monday to $3.99 a gallon. That's the highest it's been since 2022. The price of gas has gone up $1.01 since the fighting in Iran started on February 28th. More price increases could be on the way in coming days. Crude oil and gasoline futures were higher in trading Monday morning.
Thank you, James. What? Another run of buying there, fellas.
I mean, we hit those.
What else
we
we
all
got from
bought
Powell?
the lows.
Yeah, what else we got from Powell there? Powell, what do we got? Powell, AI is making people more productive. There is no denying it is challenging time to enter the job market. Also very optimistic about the medium and a long term. It's coming from
That's
Chairman
good.
Powell. The U.S. economy remains dynamic and productive.
He's bullish, huh? That's very bullish talk from Powell.
He doesn't really.
Oh, we are fading back to this
Yes.
6,400.
See if we get back to settlement, and I'm gonna look for another long.
Okay. All right. Well,
Back to the well.
back to the
Back to the
well.
well.
Crude catching a bit of a bid here.
I mean, we basically hit my target. I was looking for this level, these 40 level. It's a zone. Kind of just, we really did just tag the low of pre-market right there. That
Yes, we
this
did.
pivot. The low of it was 435. So we tagged it
Okay.
ever so slightly. So I'm going to look for a pullback to a level of support. This basically right here, right now, these 370s, 380s, was that resistance. So I like to see a
Yeah.
breakout, a pullback, looking at this to be a retest. And then I'm going to look for continuation. So this is that retest. So I'm going to take it long right here, 74.
You wouldn't short it down to that level.
Well, we're at the level now.
374.
Oh, well, then definitely don't short it.
It's got crude catching a bid here. Crude with about a 40-cent pop here. $102.40 last trade.
The one thing playing against me is a 3-bar reversal to the downside and settlement. Settlement being right where my stop is. I'm going to have a little
Paul's
bit
doing a
wider of
Q&A.
stop.
Just a heads up. We got a Q&A started.
David Woodson. Yeah, I mean, I always leave a lot on the table. I'm not trying to buy the low and sell the high. I'm just looking for my bite out of the middle.
I like that
more
hook.
buyers stepping in crude. More buyers stepping in crude there. About a 50-cent pop. We're buying crude here. I haven't seen a headline, but crude on the move higher. 6%.
Aggressive sellers coming back in the equities. Delta
Yep.
diving to the negative 1,700 in the S&Ps, negative 1,100 in the NASDAQ now.
Okay.
Sellers
Interesting.
bears are back with some teeth here.
We got settlement coming to play. Will I add to this?
London
Maybe.
closed is we do have London closed bottom of the hour. It is back to the bottom
Oh,
of
yeah.
the hour now.
It's
We are
back.
back, baby.
Yeah, Hogue's back. They got the clocks right. I want to see that 50-50 tilt.
Okay. Okay.
The world is right.
Paul's taking questions. Thank you.
Well,
Okay,
that's
good.
right.
Thanks for confirming, D. Again, group coaching, seeing D at group coaching. Get those questions in. Pinned to the top of the chat. You got the link there. Let's take a look at these prices. Gold trading 45 at 64. Let's trade there. Crude oil trading $102.48. Dow selling off just a bit. And Q perhaps taking a peek to the downside. Bit of a holding
Creeping
pattern here.
back up. Little weakness in equities.
A little bit.
Yeah, we might
Correlation
tag
lift.
settlement again.
A little bit.
Nvidia's back to basically scratch here.
Decision.
Yep.
Amazon and Meta up 1.7%. Microsoft up 2%.
Dakota, where are you long?
74, but I'm going to add right here. I added one. I'm long from 363, 2 contracts, 363. We held these 40s.
How many long? Sorry.
2. 2 from 363. Watching for some more buyers to step in. If we can get a breakout, that gives me a good area to limit my risk.
Longs?
So the only thing I don't like is settlement being just lower than this.
We got settle. Okay. Let's see. Gold going 10-year. Is 10 years continuing to retreat a little bit in yields, Jack? Where were we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're at
Settles
4.34.
328 and a half.
328 half. So about 20 points lower.
Mm-hmm. That's the one thing I hate about
that.
I don't want to say hate, but
You
playing
can say
against what I'm liking here.
You can say haters, South Dakota. The haters.
Haters.
Yeah,
Different
settlement.
things happening in bonds and oil, especially where you have oil essentially at new daytime highs or
What
around
was
the
that?
area, above $100, and bonds are off about 14 basis points. Or bips,
Interesting.
as we want to call them, since it's high, close to like 4.49%, I think was the high.
It was interesting.
Got people talking aluminium in the chat.
Yep. Oh, wow. All of a sudden, our numbers grew. We got 3,300 people watching us all across the globe. We were around 30. Dakota bringing the numbers with them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, at this rate, we'll have like 3 billion concurrent viewers by the end of the day. So
Hey, I love that
it's a
trader
win.
math. Love that trader math. The NQ here. Is Nvidia continue to get sold?
A little bit. We're basically flat. I'm liking these 40s though still. If we continue to find support, I will even add a third contract.
Wrestling with VWAP.
Yeah, what's
right
your
now.
read? I know you're looking at ES. What's the read right now? We're in the middle, but essentially in the middle, right?
Yeah. ES is hasn't provided as much signal as the NASDAQ, and it's right in the middle. We did get a pretty good push off the bottom there, but we stopped short of where the target would be for the failed downside auction in the NASDAQ. We basically just went into the single prints. So I'm not hot to get long again here just yet.
So you got the Dow pushing higher here. NQ staying offered. ES not a little confused. Jack, what are you seeing with options?
Well, we kind of cut through that 6,400 level. That's the biggest thing I have on the board. above.
Crude popped.
So like 64.43 in the futures.
We got Powell here. Powell, we don't see a contagion from private credit right now. Sounds bullish.
NASDAQ touch settlement.
Yes, it did. Doesn't have the makings of a broader systematic event right now. Powell speaking, taking questions. And
I've never seen anything recently, any asset class so universally reviled as private credit at the moment.
Yeah. We got NQ. NQ seeing some downside
Yeah,
pressure
I
here.
might take a loss here on this if we're not going to hold.
Still holding in there. I mean,
And we're just back and forth around settlement.
yes, we are. Not sure what this is. Oh, what price did you get long from? 2.5s? You got 2.5s?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
24.75.
Same trade setup? Has anything changed that would say that trade isn't there?
I feel like I was late to the party on that one. So if I'm going to go long, I'm going to look for better trade location than that.
What would better trade location be, price wise?
Well, let's take a look at IB low.
What price would that be?
413. We
64,
still haven't
13?
we haven't even hit settlement in the S&Ps yet, which is 64.12 and a quarter.
Okay.
So I'd be looking for a failed downside auction to look for longs at this point. We'll see.
Yes, we will. Crude pop some stops there to the upside. Topped out at $102.65. Did pull back to about 15 cents there. Anything from Powell, Jack? You're seeing that is seeing some is it, perhaps has influenced some of the selling here we're seeing in equities.
Nothing big. He was just talking private credit. Basically, that it doesn't seem to be have the makings of a broader systemic risk.
One flat.
Okay.
Plus 129 right now.
What's changed?
I mean, what
Where
price
we-
is oil at?
102.50,
$102.50. Yeah,
$102.50.
102.50.
If you told me going in today that at this time we'd be trading 102.50,
We'd be
I
getting
would
smoked.
think that, we wouldn't be up 12 points in the
No.
S&P 500.
Why we're down here. We got Dow did sell out 50-50 tilt. For the most part, we're coming to the lower end of the range here. And what do you got for IB low what's IB low in NQ? Pretty much right there.
Yeah, we
292.
just tested it again. 23.292 in the orders. Just took another look at it.
This could be another same setup
That's the
again.
long.
This could be the same exact setup
Very
Oh
much
yeah,
so.
man. What? Oh
Very
yeah.
much
earlier
so.
hub.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
No. President's now speaking. The U.S. negotiating power in Iran is Iran's parliament speaker. Oh, partner. Sorry, U.S. negotiating partner is the parliament speaker in Iran. Trump now. This is per the New York Post, I believe. NYP. President now we're seeing some headlines from the president. We got Powell speaking as well. We got London closed at the bottom of the hour. We're seeing gold sell off here. Gold selling off.
I wish I could show the tweet, but his negotiating partner is the person who I mentioned last night was tweeting about when and what to short. So that's fun.
So we have the president Some headlines via the New York Post. We also have Chairman Powell taking questions from the folks that speaking over there in Harvard. Got NQ trade 23,290.
Great. I'm taking it long 295.
295. IB lows 291.
Here, Andre, I'll throw that in Slack for you.
Well, in the chat, they're saying, Jake, share it, Jake. Jake, would you share it with us, please?
Who's Jake?
It's like when they call me Andrew. Like when they call me Andrew.
We can't show here. I'll just throw in the tweet there.
Why can't we show? Yeah, I know. I saw this. Yeah.